Palestinians living abroad have also been celebrating the news of a ceasefire deal in Gaza. In the Egyptian capital, Cairo, there were scenes of joy on the streets. Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi welcomed the deal. He said it highlighted the importance of quickly providing critical aid to people in Gaza. Let's talk to Hussein Haridy, a former Egyptian assistant foreign minister. He's also served as the Egyptian ambassador to Spain and Pakistan. He joins us from Cairo. So we know, of course, Egypt's been playing a role in mediating this and bringing it about alongside Qatar and the United States. From what you've seen so far, what made the deal possible now?
Well, I guess the regional situation has dramatically changed, and both. And on the other hand, there is
that change? Are you referring to the Donald Trump factor?
I was coming to this point, sir. The regional situation on the one hand, and on the other hand, President-elect Donald Trump will become the 47th American president in very few days on January 20th. And he made clear during his campaign that once he is at the White House, he wants all the wars going on in the world to come to an end. Whether he meant Ukraine or the Middle East, it was quite obvious that there are new directions for American foreign policy, at least in the Middle East. That's on the one hand. On the other hand, the Hamas people, of course, understood that the situation now in the Middle East is completely different from the situation, strategically speaking, from the situation that had been there before October 7th, 2023. So I believe, of course, and we adding to that, the pressures from Qatar, from Egypt, from the American administration on both Hamas and the Israeli government to abide by the outline that President Biden made back in May 2024. And in fact, I would like to underline the fact that this concept of 3 stages was initially an Egyptian initiative that was floated early in 2024. If I remember correctly, Egypt floated this idea, this initiative, in January, February 2024. And the American president took it up, and as well as the Security Council, the United Nations Security Council. So now we have a deal, and we have to work with this deal. Of course, there are some question marks about whether the Israelis would really honor their commitments in this deal. But this time around, there are 3 guarantors, Egypt, Qatar, and the United States, have pledged to make sure that the parties to this agreement would honor their commitments. So let's work in this framework, and Egypt will keep working with the Qataris and the Americans in this respect.
All right, I'm terribly sorry we are out of time. I would like to ask you many more questions, but maybe on a later show. Mr. Hussein Haridy there, former Egyptian assistant foreign minister. Thank you for your time, sir.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.